Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I appreciate you coming back. Today I have another banger for you. Today we will be watching not a body cam, but a crime time story. So I want you guys to sit back, relax, get a snack, and enjoy this crazy story that we're about to unravel. Alright, today is on Horror Actress Films Her Killing. Sounds like a vague title. It says, in today's true crime documentary, we're covering the case of Elizing Tucker Moore Reed. Yeah, that's a complicated ass fucking name, man. Let's see what the fuck is going on here.
I'm a notary. I got called to do a signing, and it didn't go well.
We have this document. He thrust it at my grandmother. He said that if she didn't sign it, he'd kill my mother.
Who shot him? I don't know.
Would it surprise me if they conspired to
Oh,
kill him?
I love when they have footage. I love when they have actual crime footage, bro.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
On July 26, 2016, a bitter family feud reaches an explosive breaking point in Applegate, Oregon, leaving one man dead and investigators scrambling to uncover who pulled the trigger. As they work to determine if this was a devastating accident or a cold and calculated plot, the truth emerges with the shocking realization that the entire incident was caught on camera. The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now.
Okay.
Just before 4 p.m., a 911 call reaches Jackson County dispatchers, but they struggle to get critical information as chaos unfolds at a remote farmhouse.
I need someone now, and I need an ambulance.
What's the problem?
Take your best guess. God, take your best guess.
I can't guess, ma'am. You're there. You tell me what the emergency is.
Right, ma'am. Don't get fucking smart. Tell me what the fuck is going on. Okay? You want my assistance? You want an officer to come over? Tell me what the fuck is going on. God damn it.
I didn't see anything. All I can tell you is a gun went off.
You need to tell me what happened.
Right.
Who shot him?
Is somebody coming?
They're on their way. Who shot him?
She's trying hard as not to implicate anything. Not to implicate anything.
I'm a notary. I don't know. I'm a notary. I got called to do a signing, and it didn't go well. Honey, will you stay up here? I'm just nervous about you leaving with that. Hey, come back, please. Hey. No.
Oh, she's not even part of the family. Oh, wow.
I want you to come back here with that. I'm sorry. I'm just worried about her walking around with a gun.
Okay, where's the gun at? Who has the gun?
One of the people. I don't know these people.
I know you.
Oh,
Listen to me.
wow.
I'm
Yo, that has to be one of the scariest situations, bro. What the fuck?
not trying to be upset with you or unreasonable, but you have to understand the level of this emergency. Who has the gun and where is it?
I don't know her name. It's in her hand.
First responders make their way to the scene, but with an unsecured gun and no ID on the suspect, they have no idea what situation they're walking into. As the dispatcher attempts to get help for the unknown victim, she faces unexpected challenges.
Okay, listen to me. Are you in a position where you can go help the patient?
Oh, no. I don't do blood. Oh, he's still alive.
Okay, listen, we can save his life if you're willing to help him. Or if you're not willing, then give the phone to somebody that is willing.
Yo. Yo.
Okay, Chloe, lay the gun down on the table. Oh, okay. Do you want to talk to them? They want to know about his condition. Okay, so this is his sister, Kelly.
Okay.
What?
Okay, listen to me. Who is the person?
What? Nigga, what? Is somebody dead? Did somebody die? What do you mean, what?
That shot?
My brother, Shane.
Okay, all right. Is Shane still breathing?
He's still alive.
Okay.
He was shot in the chest.
And who shot him?
I don't know.
You have no idea who shot him?
That's right. I have no idea who shot him.
Okay, is there any serious bleeding? Ma'am? Okay.
Bleeding all over the place.
Okay.
Ma'am, fuck you. I want to apologize to the first lady. That lady, even though she's a little heartless, you're a fucking bitch. Oh my God.
Is he completely alert?
No, he's nearly dead.
Okay, listen to me. Ma'am, you need to take a deep breath. If you want to help your brother, I'm more than willing to help you, but you need to listen.
I don't want to help him.
Why don't you want to help him?
Because he's a crazy meth addict.
Confusion only grows when Kelly hands the phone to someone else.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
What did he do that warranted the being shot? Did he hurt someone? Was he armed?
No, he was just here at my house.
Okay, did you shoot him, ma'am?
No,
Who shot him?
I don't know.
The shooter has
Wow.
yet to be identified, and with an unidentified suspect still armed, the situation is far too dangerous for paramedics to approach. The phone is handed off.
I don't know how a family could be heartless to their own kin, bro. Damn.
Once again, this time to someone who's willing to help the victim.
It's a chest wound.
Who are you?
I'm just I live here on the property.
Okay, are you with the patient?
Y'all, like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, who are these random people? What is going on? This is like a American Horror Story show on the phone.
I don't know.
Okay. Is he awake?
Yes.
Did you shoot him?
That's a check. No, ma'am.
Okay, listen to me. I'm going to tell you how to give mouth to mouth. Are you right there?
I'm here.
Okay, place your hand on his forehead and your other hand under his neck, then tilt the head back.
Okay, but he got blood in his mouth, should I?
The man attempts CPR while waiting on paramedics.
The
They
bitch is in the background screaming, "Die!" Yo, what?
finally arrived after 20 minutes, but they won't approach until they know the gun is safely secured.
They can come in. They can come in and say, I'm right here.
I understand that, sir. That's their protocol.
Don't let this man drive behind a duck.
Okay, listen, let's not give up. Just keep doing it over and over, okay?
Oh, can you just, if they're sitting at the gate, can't they come in, do their job?
I already told them, sir.
24 years and 3 wars.
I already told them.
Nobody can be that much of a coward. I'm right here. I put my life, my reputation, everything on the line. Tell them they are safe. Please come in.
The phone is passed once again.
Damn, bro. This nigga is pleading for the cops to just come in. Damn, you could tell he's under immense stress.
Back
Damn.
to Kelly, who finally updates the dispatcher on the gun's location.
I have the gun. The person who shot the gun does not have the gun. The gun is hidden away.
Okay, the gun has been secured?
No threat here.
Okay,
The gun is secured.
Okay.
Please send him in.
Okay, I let them know that the gun has been secured. And where's the female that did the shooting? Where is she at?
My daughter, and she's in here.
Okay,
She's been with me.
okay.
With the gun secure, first responders finally make their way onto the scene, but it's too late. 63-year-old Shane Patrick Moore is dead as the result of a single gunshot wound to the chest. Officers identify the family members present: Shane's elderly mother, Lori Moore, the owner of the home, Shane's sister Kelly, and Kelly's daughter, 26-year-old Aisling Tucker Moore Reed. As Kelly is placed in handcuffs, she questions if her brother Shane is dead, stating, "I hope so." Officers noted in their reports Kelly showed no remorse and made it very clear she was glad he was dead and he needed to stay that way. Given Kelly's
Yo,
statement,
this bitch is heartless. Like, she is heartless. How can you be so heartless against your own brother? What the fuck?
during the 911 call and the fact she was seen holding the gun, suspicions surround her claim that it was Tucker who pulled the trigger. After Mirandizing Tucker, they begin to question her about what happened. But it soon becomes clear
This is her
this
daughter.
family rivalry is more complicated than they ever imagined. Both Tucker and her mother, Kelly, are known for their work as authors. Kelly wrote the novel Deadly Medicine with her husband in 1988, a true crime novel chronicling the life of a serial killer.
How
Tucker,
ironic.
along with her mother and sister, would later co-author the Amber House trilogy in 2012, a series of young adult novels with themes of gothic horror and science fiction. Despite the success of their books, family members tell investigators that Kelly and Shane would often fight over money, which led to an incident in 2015 in which Shane allegedly threw a bottle of motor oil through Kelly's screen door, which struck Tucker in the face.
Oh.
In a victim statement, Tucker claimed the injuries nearly blinded her and could have ended her career as a model and actress.
Wow.
She told investigators that a no-contact order was issued after the incident, prohibiting Shane from being near her. Recently, after Lori suffered a heart attack, Kelly and Tucker temporarily moved into the farmhouse to care for her. The long-standing tension between them then escalated when Shane showed up at Lori's house a week before the shooting.
He had this document. It's rusted at my grandmother. He said that if she didn't sign it, he'd kill my mother. And about
Now,
that
is this
time,
stuff that you heard him say? or
Now,
was-
now you really got to take everything that these people say now at this point with a grain of salt, because they're implicated on murdering this nigga for no fucking reason.
Stuff that your grandmother
this
told.
is something nobody knew. My mother asked her, why would you sign a thing without anyone present? You know, right after you've been in the hospital, you already have a will. And that's when my grandmother kind of huddled into herself and said, he said he would kill you, Kelly, if I didn't sign this. And he had done that while I was in the house.
According to reports, the document would grant an equal inheritance of the property if their mother, Lori, passed away. But according to Tucker, Shane's attempt to get a signature was in direct violation of his supposed no-contact order.
Okay, so if you wouldn't have been there, could he have came in and been part of this whole notary thing and the discussion about that?
If I hadn't been there, no, not with my mother present.
Okay. So he's not allowed to even be around your mom?
Right. So that is kind of background information I can provide you. And
that's the issue. Like, you can't use your issues against him and bar him away from seeing his mother. You're using that as a weapon. Nah, that's not valid.
I just don't feel like I'm in a good position to speak about the incident today at all without a clear head and without a lawyer present. I'm sorry about that.
For now, the interview ends, but their time with Tucker is far from over. Meanwhile, though Tucker has described Shane as threatening and violent, friends and family adamantly disagree with the characterization.
Has Shane ever been a aggressive or violent person, as far as you know?
I have never witnessed him being aggressive or violent.
Shane did make a statement days prior to this happening that he was afraid that, quote, he said, "I'm afraid Kelly's going to kill me. Afraid she's going to shoot me."
Here's an
Wow.
unsolicited question. If you were to ask me, would it surprise me if they conspired to kill him? It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Wow.
A forensic analysis of the gun returned 2 fingerprints, but comparisons to Tucker and Kelly were insufficient to identify or exclude either of them as the shooter. The truth of who shot him remains to be seen. Thankfully, Tucker is ready to speak to detectives once more.
Did you see me?
Sorry about
Hey,
that.
no worries.
Like, damn, bitch, you that eager to fucking snitch?
I just wanted to add one more thing.
Okay.
Since Tucker has previously mentioned an attorney, detectives read her Miranda rights again. She explains how she and Kelly reacted to what she believed were Shane's attempts to force Lori into signing documents against her will.
I kept insisting that we call the police because that's elder abuse.
Right.
And my mother said if we called the police, he would just go berserk. She was afraid that he would set fire to the house, that he would cause damage, anything and everything.
So nobody from there called the police
for the elder abuse, no. Even though we did record my grandmother talking about how it had happened on the day of.
We did have a 911 call from there, from that house. We had a call to our dispatch. This is a computer-aided dispatch sheet.
On which day?
Today. That's today's date. And the time that call was initiated was 1:44.
Oh, shit.
Nearly 2 hours before the incident, Shane dialed 911, his words shedding an alarming new light on the unfolding story.
I was hoping I could get a sheriff out here at my place. It's not a real emergency situation.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm expecting a notary public to be here at 2 o'clock to 2:30, and I don't want any trouble. I'm afraid my sister's going to try to stop the notary public and my witness from going in and signing the papers in front of my mother. Her kid fired off a gun over there this morning. You know, like they're, I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but I need this notary public to get together with my mother, and I don't want any trouble.
The possibility...
Oh, yeah, they're fucked. They're fucked. I'm glad he covered his bases, bro. I am so happy he covered his bases, because they're trying to paint this nigga in a completely different picture.
that Tucker fired a gun earlier that morning cements her as a primary suspect in Shane's fatal shooting. A startling revelation further explained by Shane's roommate, Stacy.
And Shane walked over to tell his mother that the notary was not going to be there until noon. And I don't know what transpired, but Shane came running back to the house, and within seconds of him hitting the back door, getting through the back door, there was shots fired off.
How many?
2.
Okay.
I heard 2 shots.
And did they come from in the direction of
Yes.
Lori's residence?
Yes.
Okay. What did Shane say to you about his, after going over to the residence that morning?
He said, quote, the little just fired off a gun.
A deputy with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office contacted Shane for more details, but ultimately informed him they could not get involved in civil issues without a court order. Now, Tucker must...
So even though a person shoots a gun, you can't get involved? What in the fuck kind of law? Like, where is this? What the fuck?
answer for the shocking claims made by her uncle.
Your uncle called reporting that you fired a gun on the property today.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Well,
Prior to that time.
well, that's bizarre. I found a gun that I believed belonged to my grandfather. I wanted to know if it was loaded. I took it outside onto the porch and I fired it. That was this morning.
Okay. Was that the gun that was used?
Yes.
Okay.
I gave it to my mother afterwards saying, I think that this gun, I didn't even know how to use it. It doesn't need to be cocked to shoot, but I thought it did earlier this morning. So,
we were just kind of curious about.
And ma'am, why do you need to shoot the gun to see if it's working? Why are you even playing with the gun, ma'am?
you'll be able to see the gun.
Yeah. Okay. It wasn't meant to scare him or anything like that.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
People are always shooting.
Okay.
You can see my grandmother's.
That's important.
That helps right there. That puts your voice on it. But let me ask you about, are you a gun person?
No.
All right.
No.
Have you ever shot a gun before this morning in your life?
My friend from Arkansas, when I went to USC, took me to a gun range, and he laughed at me the whole time.
Okay.
So.
All right.
You don't own any guns.
I don't own guns. I'm not licensed to carry. No.
Okay. So that kind of raises
yeah.
another question. What made you go out today? What was going on in your mind to make you want to test fire that gun to make sure it worked?
What the fuck?
I don't know. I've been scared out of my mind for so long and just saw this thing.
Though Tucker has admitted to firing the gun earlier in the day, it isn't enough to prove she later used it to shoot Shane. Little do they know, Tucker's cell phone was recording when the entire incident occurred, providing crucial evidence that would later change everything. For now, Tucker describes the moment she saw Shane approaching the house, just as her mother Kelly realized what the document was and tore it in half.
As soon as my mom tore up the document, he ran towards the front door, which was unlocked.
Did you see him run?
Yes.
Okay.
And my mom, and I ran. This is the thing. My mom ran, and I could hear her making noises, and I started screaming, and this is where it gets hazy for me. I picked up the gun off the table because it was on the table. That's where my mother had put it. Shane started opening the door and entering the house.
Okay.
And he was banging the door into my mother, and my mother was screaming, and he was screaming, and I had the gun, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
Take your time.
Tucker said she warned Shane she had a gun and not to come in. Tucker said she raised the gun towards the door and it accidentally went off.
Like screaming, and I thought that you had to cock a gun for it to go off.
Did the gun go off?
Yes. And I thought that it was gonna, yes.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Why did you pick up the gun? And there's no wrong or right answer here, Tucker. It's just, we're trying to figure out.
I was absolutely sure he was going to kill my mother. He told her earlier in the day that he was going to kill her if she messed anything up for him, and she ripped pieces of paper up right in front of him.
With Tucker admitting she fired the shot that took Shane's life, the question remains whether her story of defending her mother's life is true or an elaborate deception. A friend of Shane's would later find it difficult to believe the shooting was anything but planned.
The kid that shot him wasn't even supposed to be on the property because she filed assault charges prior to that.
if there was a problem there the day before, why was she there with a gun the next day? Why were they even there?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's still premeditation, period.
Proving her intent, however, would be a significant challenge. As investigators search for any sign of remorse from Tucker, her mother Kelly's behavior during the 911 call raises unsettling questions.
Are you sorry this happened to Shane?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Do you think he deserved it?
I would think he deserved to be in jail.
Because your mom made it pretty.
I remember her screaming, "Die, die," while he was bleeding out.
Right.
And I was,
Okay, you got blood in his mouth, should
I was sobbing and sobbing.
Do you think your mom had any involvement in this?
You mean what?
Like by getting it all jacked up, by yelling at you, saying to shoot him. Did you hear your mom saying?
I don't think my mom told me to shoot him. I don't recall that.
Witnesses from the shooting would later tell investigators they overheard Tucker state to Kelly, "You told me to do it."
Oh!
Tucker, however, claims her words were unrelated to the shooting.
What do you remember saying? Do you remember saying something to the effect of?
Here we go with this dicey story shit, bro. You meant to do it, ma'am.
Yeah, I could do it.
You told me.
Watch the I was referring to the fact that I saw Shane and that everything happened because I was right there. Which is stupid because my mom was right there and she's the same thing as
But
he's not supposed to be around her.
You told me to do it, or you told me I could do it, or something.
Be there, be present while the will addendum stuff was happening.
In this particular case, what we need to do is clear out all suspicion that this was something that you shot him because you don't like him.
Right.
Okay.
I would never
And
have done that.
to end all the problems with all the threats and everything else.
Yeah. No. I would never have shot him in front of so many witnesses if it was just a case of me not liking him.
In front of so many witnesses. This bitch is heartless too.
I would not have done it.
Do you remember pulling the trigger?
No. Yes, I don't know. I
Do
know
you think
that.
you did anything wrong?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go to hell.
Detectives leave the room to discuss what they've learned, leaving Tucker on her own. It isn't long before a sudden meltdown has them returning to check on her.
Damn.
Are you okay? Okay. Take a deep breath.
Detectives allow Tucker to move to another room in an attempt to calm her down. Unaware the incident
Like, what do they even do in those situations? Like, I think we're just standing there.
was fully caught on camera. Tucker is initially charged with first and second-degree manslaughter. After entering a plea of not guilty, during the discovery phase of the trial, Tucker's attorney turned over her phone to the prosecution. It's then they discovered the shocking video.
All right, let's
As the
see.
footage begins, she appears to hold the phone in her hand as Shane walks toward the front door of the home.
Shane needs to stay away from the property.
Oh, this is a grant deed?
So do you know what this is?
Oh, this is not getting signed. Okay.
Do you know anything about this?
No.
It was
It's
absolutely
not getting signed.
This is up to you whether you sign it.
Yeah, she's not
Okay,
signing
you
a
have
grant
to
deed.
do it on
She's
your
not
own.
signing a grant deed. She's not, I was told it was she was told it was an inheritance, a will.
An addendum to her will.
A will. This is a grant deed. You're not signing a grant deed, Mother.
What the fuck? What is a grant deed? Hold on, I want to know what a grant deed is. A grant deed is a legal document used to transfer ownership of real estate from one party to another, guaranteeing the grantor's authority to transfer the property and that they haven't transferred it to anyone else. Wow. Oh, he was trying to do some sly shit.
Understand what a grant deed is? He's coming into the house. God damn it.
Pick
up the gun.
She's not signing a grant deed, Shane. I thought it was a will.
Why is she so quick to want to pick up the gun? Damn, bitch. You an assassin?
She's not signing a grant deed. Yeah.
You son of a...
Tucker picks up the gun from the table and walks toward Shane at the front door.
Yo, Tucker is the angriest person here.
She's not signing a grant deed. It's her property.
She said she signed it.
Yeah, if you...
As Kelly and Shane argue near the door, Tucker can be seen lifting the gun in her right hand, just before pulling the trigger.
You told her. Get out of here. Oh, God. Give it to me. Jesus. Oh, God. She shot it.
The video convinces law enforcement that Shane was not acting violently or threateningly, and that Tucker did not act in self-defense or for the defense of her mother. The charges for Tucker were upgraded from manslaughter to murder. According to multiple news sources, while out on bond and awaiting trial, Tucker continued with her acting career, starring in a lead role under the name Win Reed. The movie From the Dark featured Tucker in the role of a killer. According to IMDb, the cast and crew were unaware that Tucker was facing homicide charges at the time of filming. On May 27, 2020, Tucker accepted a plea deal to the lesser charge of second-degree manslaughter and was sentenced to 6 years and 3 months in prison, with an added 3 years of probation after her release. After her conviction, Tucker sued her attorney for giving her phone to the prosecutor, which ultimately led to their discovery of the video. A judge dismissed her lawsuit due to a rule that states you can only sue your criminal defense lawyer for negligence if you've been exonerated for the crime. While in jail, Tucker received new charges related to the unlawful possession of heroin and supplying contraband, charges which were later dismissed. 26-year-old Aisling Tucker Moore Reed served her sentence at the Coffee Creek Correctional Facility in Wilsonville, Oregon, and was reportedly released in November 2024.
Wow. Yo, she went through a fucking circus after she got arrested. God damn. The craziest family story I've ever heard, bro. Like I said, take your best guess is a crazy thing to say to 911 operator. Yeah, they didn't give a fuck, bro. It is exceedingly rare for me to get pissed off at the caller instead of the operator. Yeah, the caller, the sister was a bitch. That was the most unhinged 911 call I've ever heard. They did not give a fuck about Shane. Every single person on the phone, with the exception of the dispatcher, was genuinely making me mad. I think this is the first video where the dispatcher was completely valid and showing frustration. Yeah, everybody's talking about the call, bro. That call was fucking insane, bro. And that family is even worse. I'll never get it, but I hope y'all enjoyed that one. If y'all did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, of course, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.